welcome back to our channel. I'm Taslim.
And I'm Tira. This is T&T Cooking, a beginner's guide to Indian and Pakistani cuisine.
So Tira, today we are making a very special dish, chicken biryani.
Oh, exciting. So when do you typically eat biryani? Because I think it's a more unique dish.
Correct. Typically it's made and eaten at very special occasions like dinner parties, definitely at weddings. I have never been to a wedding where there was not a biryani. And you know, when I got married, I was really afraid to make biryani because I didn't know how and I thought it was super complicated.
Okay.
But after trial and error, I came up with a nice simple recipe and an easy way to cook it.
Okay, sounds good. I'm happy to learn.
Okay, let's get started. While this is heating, we are going to add some oil. This is half a cup of oil, Tira.
Okay.
Okay, Tira, so the oil is warm and we're going to add some whole garam masala. Here you go.
All right.
So I have 1 bay leaf, 2 really large cardamoms, 2 anise seeds, couple of cloves, some black pepper, and 2 cinnamon sticks. And if you're wondering where you can buy this or what this is, please watch our shopping video where I show you how you can buy all this.
And take us to the Indian store.
Right.
It was pretty fun.
Okay, we'll add all that in. While that's popping, smells good.
It does.
We are going to add 1 chopped onion.
All right.
So the onions are getting golden brown, so we will add the masala at this point. So Tira, here's the masala plate. This is special biryani masala.
Look at all those colors.
Alright, so what I did here for the peppers, it's serrano peppers that I ground up in a grinder.
Okay.
So it's 2 tablespoons of serrano peppers, 1 tablespoon salt, 1 tablespoon Kashmiri lal mirch, 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1 teaspoon garam masala, 1 teaspoon chili powder, that's 2 tablespoons minced garlic, and that's 2 tablespoons minced ginger. So we'll add all that in.
It's going to be very flavorful.
Oh wow, look at that.
Lots of good colors going on. So Taslim, I've had this. It's delicious. How did you come up with it?
So this was my mom's recipe that I tweaked, changed a little stuff, and then I came up with my own recipe.
Awesome. How long did that take? That sounds like quite the process.
It took a few years.
Years of work.
And trial and error until I finally got it down.
Awesome.
That's why I wanted to share it with you guys and make your life easier. So after that's mixed, we will add some tomatoes. Okay? I have here 2 chopped Roma tomatoes.
Okay. So this is one of the dishes that Taslim made for the backyard party. I don't know if you guys have caught that video yet, but the beautiful biryani that she shows in that backyard party video, this is the same recipe.
Yes.
That she used.
So every time I make my biryani, a few people do ask me for the recipe. So now I have a video I can share with them.
And I hope you guys are trying these recipes because Taslim's a phenomenal cook and they are wonderful.
And I try to make it as easy as possible for you to learn.
Beginner friendly.
And of course, I have a great friend to cook with. We'll just wait for the tomatoes to break down a little bit, a minute or 2 before we add the next ingredient. Here, Tira, I have 1 tablespoon of lemon juice.
Alright.
And this is 3 tablespoons of yogurt.
Alright, and this is Greek plain yogurt.
Greek. I like Greek yogurt because it's really thick.
Okay.
So one of the important things about making biryani, Tira, is that you need a good amount of sauce because the sauce gets mixed in with the rice and we will layer. We'll do layer of rice, layer of chicken, layer of rice. So you want a little bit of sauce, otherwise the biryani will be dry.
And this is a lot of the flavor of the biryani in here, right?
Right. All the flavor of the biryani comes from the meat.
Okay.
So biryani can be made with chicken, goat, beef, any kind of meat.
Alright.
I typically do chicken because my kids love chicken.
And it's easy to find.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever found goat.
Yeah.
They probably have it in the Indian store though.
Yeah, they do.
There you go.
Goat, lamb, beef. Okay, we'll cook this for about a minute before we add the chicken. Our Our masala is ready, so we will add chicken. This is 1 chicken with bones, roughly 2 pounds.
Okay. Slowly slide it in.
Yep. So Tira, for biryani, it's really important to have the right amount of ratio and meat. So
Okay.
like I said, with trial and error, I figured it out. If you have 1 chicken, which is about 2 pounds, you need 3 cups of rice.
Okay.
3, maybe 3.5, but I prefer 3. The reason is if you have too much rice, then your dish will not be correct. It will have too much rice, not enough meat.
Wrong ratio.
Yeah, if you have too much meat and not enough rice, then you just have meat and not enough rice.
Okay.
So this is the perfect measurement. 1 chicken, 2 pounds, 3 cups of rice.
So keep those ratios in mind if we're doubling or
Yes.
making the recipe for more than just 1 chicken.
Correct. So when I had the backyard party, I made 2 chicken. So
Okay.
I had 7 cups of rice.
There you go.
So just a little bit more rice, because those chickens were a little bigger, but that's about the right ratio. Even if I had done 6 cups of rice, it still would have been good.
Okay.
But I prefer, for parties, I prefer a little bit more rice, because not everybody eats meat. So I add 7 cups of rice and 2 chicken.
Awesome. And this chicken we're getting all coated in the sauce.
Correct. And we will let this cook, and then add a little bit of water for some sauce.
Okay.
Okay, so Tira, this is doing really well. At this point, we are going to add half a cup of water, because like I said, biryani, you have to have some soup in order for it to mix well with the rice.
And how long do we let this cook?
We're gonna cook this 100% until it's completely cooked.
Okay.
So however long it takes you to make chicken is about half hour, I would say.
So cook the chicken all the way through.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so now we've moved the chicken to another stove where it's going to continue cooking, and while it cooks, we'll work and start on the rice.
Correct. So the important thing about this, right, is Tira, you have to use basmati rice because it's long grain, and you cook it on the stove about 80 to 85%, and then after you layer the chicken and rice, we cook the rest of it in the oven. So
Okay.
how the steam makes all the flavors come together, and it tastes really delicious. So the key part is to cooking the rice almost cooked. So you have to be careful and watch the rice carefully. You don't want to overcook it, because then the rice becomes sticky.
And that's not biryani rice is.
Right. Biryani rice is separated and long grain. So
Okay.
I have 3 cups of rice.
Mm-hmm.
So I took 10 cups of water in this pot. And we're going to let this water boil. And once it's boiled, then we add the rice. Do not add the rice until the water is boiling.
Okay.
We will add a few ingredients in the water too. This is 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Tira, the reason for lemon juice is because lemon juice helps the rice become separated.
Oh,
So
I
it
didn't know
doesn't
that.
stick. And then in here we have 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 bay leaf. I just have a couple of slices of chopped serrano pepper and 1 tablespoon of salt.
Okay.
Add that in. Alright, so now we will cover this and bring it to a boil.
All
Look
right.
at that.
So the water is boiling.
Perfect. This is what the water needs to be at before you add the rice.
Okay.
Here is 3 cups of rice, basmati rice. I use royal basmati. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch our shopping video. So this rice, Tira, I just washed. Sometimes you can soak the rice before you cook it, but if you soak it, then you cook it less.
Okay.
But I didn't soak it, it's just washed with water. So let's put it in.
Add it all.
Yep, dump it in. And roughly, like I said, you, depending on what brand of rice you have, I typically cook it between 8 to 10 minutes. So we will let that cook.
With the lid on?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's check on the rice. It's been boiling. It's been about 5 minutes or so. So let's
Oh,
see.
look at that.
Okay, I'm gonna take 1 grain. Oh, yep, it's ready. So I'm gonna turn off my stove. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna strain this. So I have a strainer in the sink, and we're just gonna dump this all in the strainer and save the rice and get rid of the water.
Okay.
Okay, our chicken is cooked, so we're just gonna add a little bit of cilantro. And you see the amount of sauce? That's a good amount of sauce.
Okay. do we mix it in?
Yep.
I wish you guys could smell this. This smells amazing. So good that I was asking Taslim that if she ever just eats the chicken in the sauce, because it just smells so good right now.
Yeah, just the chicken of the biryani is always really good.
And she told me she never eats just the chicken in the sauce. Why?
It's a bit spicy.
So if Taslim's telling you it's a bit spicy, you know it means it's spicy.
Right. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is here we're gonna spray this pot. Make sure you use a pot for the layering that goes into your oven, because once we're done layering, this is gonna go in the oven 400 degrees for 30 minutes.
So right now might be a good time to preheat your oven.
Okay, so let's just spray this with oil. So Tira, this is what we'll need. So for layering, I have chopped cilantro. This is fried onions that I fried right before. This is chopped mint.
Is this the one from your backyard?
Yes, this is the mint I grow in my backyard. This is a little bit of food coloring. Biryani is always colorful. Red, orange, yellow. I chose orange. And we are gonna put a little bit of butter, just a dot, few dots in between the layering.
Okay.
All right, so let's get started. We'll do a little bit of rice first. So go ahead, Tara. Just spread some rice.
About how thick of a layer am I making?
Not too thick, because you want to have enough rice for all of the chicken. Yeah, just like that, you're going to spread it. Enough to cover the bottom of the pot.
Okay.
One more scoop, maybe two more. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we will spread the chicken with the sauce. Yep. Yeah, that's really good. Keep going. Yep, just like that. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll sprinkle some cilantro.
Okay.
Not too much, just a little bit. Yeah, that's good. A little bit of mint. Perfect. Some onions, fried onions.
And less mint than cilantro. It's
Right.
about half the amount of mint compared
Correct.
to cilantro.
Yeah, good. And a few pieces of butter in between.
Okay. I hope you can see how beautiful this looks looking down on it.
Yeah,
It's
just
really
like this.
pretty. Okay.
Just like a little few dots. Not much. Okay, and we're just gonna keep layering.
Okay. I was trying to think of other dishes that I've made with layering, and parfaits and lasagna come to mind.
Right.
So different ingredients, but same
Right.
layering technique.
Yes.
Okay, is that about enough? And then,
Yep. So I usually put butter so the chicken and the rice doesn't dry out
okay,
in the oven.
and another layer.
Yep, keep going until you run out of rice or chicken. Looks good.
It looks so good, and it smells so good too.
See, do you see why the rice has to be separated?
Yeah, it would be very hard to layer if it was all sticky and clumpy. Like, I know that's the way they cook it sometimes for like some sushi rolls. Yes, thank you. I'm like, they make it stickier,
Right.
but not for what we're doing today.
So my son, you know what he said?
What?
So he's only in 8th grade, but he tells me that when he moves away to college,
Mm-hmm.
he's worried. He was worried how would he learn to cook, but since I started a YouTube channel, he's really at ease because he's like, Mama, I'll just watch your channels now and I can cook. And I've been making chicken tikka masala a lot, and the first question he asked was, Mama, is this on your channel? I said yes, and he was like, oh, thank God, okay.
Good. Yes.
So there you go. I'm not as worried now about him learning to cook because he can just watch my videos and he can cook for him and his friends.
Yes.
If you feel like this is too much cilantro or mint, you can add less. Just add it in one layer or on top, or you don't have to add it all.
Okay.
But adding it will give it a nice flavor and aroma. It will all be mixed in once it steams well in the oven.
Mm-hmm. so good we are.
We can't wait to eat it.
Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of all this sauce
Yeah,
on
just
there.
spread it all over in a circle. Keep going. Yeah, there you go. So typically the day that we film is the day we eat like the best lunch ever.
Yes, best lunch of the week is our filming day.
Yes. Same for my husband.
Yeah, Caleb took the rest of some leftovers I had in the fridge and he's like, what are you going to do for lunch? You never make it for yourself. You know, and I was like, oh, today's a good lunch day. I'm filming today. And he was like, oh, I'll take it then. I'm not worried about it.
Oh, that's nice that he asked.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That looks so pretty.
This is beautiful.
Right.
Good enough to eat for sure.
Yes. But once it's in the oven and steam, tastes even better.
So this is our last layer. So we're going to put rice all over. Use it all up.
This is gonna be also our dinner today.
Yes, this makes a lot, even with just one chicken.
Yes. Some food coloring.
Oh.
So now we will add the food coloring. We'll just sprinkle it on top like in a circle. And it'll go through, it'll penetrate through in the oven.
So just like this?
Yep.
Okay.
This is what gives it a nice color. I'm sure if you have eaten biryani in a restaurant, it's usually orange, yellow, or red. This is how they do it. They add the food coloring.
Awesome.
So this is a powder food color that I bought from the halal meat market. And then I mixed it with a little bit of water.
But you could use anything you have, right?
Yeah, just don't use blue. Biryani's never blue.
Well, I meant powder or gel
Yes.
or liquid.
Yes.
Yeah, blue biryani doesn't sound like it would taste appealing
No.
or look appealing. Probably tastes fine.
Yeah. Okay. And just sprinkle cilantro, onions, and then I have something else I'll show you.
Do we do the mint too?
No.
No mint on top.
No. That's
Okay.
enough mint. Okay. And I have here some bell peppers, colorful bell peppers that I chopped up. We're just going to decorate it on top to make it look pretty. You could use any bell peppers you have. You could use jalapenos. Make it red, green. This just makes it really pretty, especially if you're serving it for a party.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when I'm serving it out for a party, after I put it in the serving dish, I'll put green bell pepper, red, yellow, and then I'll slice up red onions and just decorate all that and then sprinkle with cilantro and onions, and it looks really pretty.
Yes.
Just look how appetizing this looks. Here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover this with aluminum foil. Tightly seal because we want it to steam from the inside.
So we don't want to lose any liquid.
Right. Perfect. This is the special part about biryani. This is what makes it biryani, the steaming.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put this in the oven, 400 degrees for a half hour.
All right.
Okay, see you then. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. I just took the pot out of the oven, so let's see what it looks like, Tira.
Let's take a look.
Careful, it's really hot. Look at that!
That is beautiful.
So you see how the steam came out of this pot? That's what you want. If your pot doesn't have steam, put it back in the oven. Because this is how you get all the flavors to come together.
Awesome.
Okay, you want to eat it?
I'm so excited to try this.
Yay! Okay, so you just dig in.
Start on edge, middle, whatever.
Edge. I usually start at the edge. Make sure you get a nice piece of chicken with the rice. Oh, you see how the color went in?
Yes. Look at that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And there's my chicken with the rice.
Yep, and you see how the rice is not sticky?
That's a good color.
Oh, that smells incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Okay, look how the color all penetrated through.
Mm-hmm.
Color of the food coloring, the spices. It's just, the smell is amazing. It feels like a restaurant, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. It smells like a restaurant in here. Be careful of
Rice.
the bones and whole spices. 'Cause
Right.
They're in there.
You don't have to eat the whole spices. You can take them out.
Okay.
Wow.
That's amazing.
The flavors, all the flavors just burst in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. and it's so worth the time to make this.
Mm-hmm. How's the spice level?
It's a little spicy. It's a good level for me.
Yeah.
My husband wouldn't be able to do this spicy.
So just cut back on the serrano pepper.
Yeah, maybe half, or just eliminate the serrano pepper. But it's really delicious and it smells wonderful, and I'm excited to keep eating.
Tira, you just made biryani.
I know, it's amazing.
Okay, was it easy?
It was pretty easy. It took some steps. It'll take you some time. I think it took us around 2 hours with you guiding me how to do it. So plan for at least that amount of time.
But it was quick and easy, and I try to make it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are going to keep eating this. I can't wait.
Hope you guys try this.
Yes, we thank you for watching. Please continue to like and subscribe to our channel. We will see you next time. Bye.